So finally, Desailly has got himself an upgrade. I thought he was going to go into a CDM like he normally does pretty much every year. But we've got another centre-back version of him. He's gone from an 88 to a 92. He's now a 3-star, 4-star, mostly lengthy as we can imagine. And he's got anticipate and block. 86 on the pace, 92 on defending and physical. Of course, we're going to go with the shadow, and that gives him 94 pace and 98 defending. With the other playstyle pluses and playstyles, he's got pinged pass, power header, slide tackle, bruiser, aerial, and relentless. Let's see if this French centre-back is worth the 440 he's priced at. I'm interested to see if he could really make it into that top sort of centre-back bracket, because we already had Vidic and I thought he was fantastic, even though there's a few people who disagree with that, but I most definitely think the anticipate would have always helped with Vidic, so I'm feeling Desailly most definitely has got to be in that top echelons of centre-backs, most definitely. Whether he's absolutely up there is going to be another question. He's got the pace for it and the defending physical, so I don't see why he wouldn't be, as he goes for the header. I must admit as well, if you are looking for centre-backs, just as an off... Ooh, hey, just keep it. As an off kind of branded review, the Varane from the... I think it's Silky centre-back or something like that makes him a 90 for free. That's a stunning centre-back. He has been absolutely solid this whole Champs campaign. Sees it here. Ooh, nice. And literally, as I say that... But the pace on him is, look at the pace coming back. It's absolutely brilliant. We're rocking Varane, Desailly. We've got, who we got at the back? Rolfo and Reece James. It's been a solid quadruple, solid defence back line really. And most definitely, Virgil now, the gold is starting to slowly come out. Desailly putting his weight up there into Drogba. Drogba into the finesse, and it's rolled into there. Lovely stuff, and that's why I would love him as a CDM. He can play it. I just don't think he needs the shapeshifter change to be able to play it, because 60 agility balance is just not going to be enough. Bobby Charlton coming across, so he won't have that kind of dribbling aspect, or at least to be able to kind of play with the ball. So I personally would always he is a centre-back, even if he can play into it. And most definitely, in terms of winning the ball back, he has been fantastic already. Already, I think this guy is completely given up. There's the given up, and there's the goal to finish it. Looking on the inside. Ooh, tried to anticipate it quite literally, and it didn't work out what I wanted. Nice. Just go for a little pass. What's his passing at? We got 80 short, 75 long. So not necessarily the greatest passer of the game, most definitely. But I think everything else, by the looks of it, is doing its job, to be honest. The pace feels good on him, intercepting everything, which is nice. Getting all the tackles in. So far, I really can't see a problem with him. Whoa, he made the run back, which was nice. Managed to get enough for a bit of a disturbance into that tackle. And oh, Drogba was looking for the volley if he could have. Oh, he's got the pace. He's going to go for the pass. Still going to look for the pass. And it's a great interception. Beautiful. And I must admit, he did take a second to think about that. He's got back. He's holding the strength. Physicality wise, he is an absolute monster. I must admit that physical. I hate that it doesn't let me change mid-air. That still needs to be fixed about 15 years later. Good block. Second good block, and we're out. Prince is coming in. She knows full well that Desailly is not making any business there. He wants to take legs. Coming in the middle. Good goal. Very unlucky. It's even the 91 Prince as well. Who on earth is using the 91? The 94 is 80k. Saka's got not a chance. He's going to have to pass it. The pace on him is fantastic. It's the one thing I'm really liking. Him and Varane as a partnership would be phenomenal, because both of them are insanely quick for centre-backs. Got to come in here. Take out, lovely, easy. It's every time. More than capable of being that top centre back. I already thought about it, especially for the price as well. That's the kind of big kick with Vidic and himself is they are just so cheap in comparison to your 13, 40 mil Virgil, your couple of million on Maldini. He's just so much cheaper. It just makes more sense for him. Even if maybe the playstyle pluses aren't number one on some, I think the price difference is still most definitely way worth having that rather than trying to go for the best playstyle pluses. And again, he's looking for that turn. He's got the block on block. It's like I said, in terms of actual ball control, he doesn't have much of that. That definitely is very very relevant with the card. But defending, he's absolutely incredible with. Oh, what a challenge! Oh, what a ball! Who said he's got like 80 plus passing? So going into the overall for him then. So I got him at 440, which he was at 450 already. He's now dropped down to about 380, which is just crazy already. So the big comparisons are always going to be between him and Vidic to start with, because price-wise, they are hitting the same sort of level at the moment. And then we kind of push it to the other one. So we got 710 for Vidic, 409 for Desailly. Honestly, I think it's a weird one because obviously you've got the 5-star weak foot for Vidic, you've got the 96 and 95 for the defending physical, and then you've got the 92 for Desailly. Now, in terms of pace, both very similar. Everything else is again very close other than the defending physical, which I must admit Vidic does kind of carry on there. The agility balance, Vidic wins. The composure, Desailly wins. It's kind of a little bit of a back and forth, to be honest. So it's an interesting one to see who you'd actually go for. Because I think when you look at these two centre-backs, I really do like Vidic. But I do like the Anticipate Plus. That is always going to be the number one priority for a centre-back. But what I would suggest, and I've done this a lot of the times with Virgil, is having an aerial playstyle plus centre-back alongside an Anticipate. It doesn't matter about the double. If the double's okay, then we can kind of move with it. Block and Anticipate, fantastic. Bruiser I'm not massively sold on, but the aerial is very good. And with the stats-wise for Vidic, he is very good as well. But then you've got to kind of put it to the wider centre-back list that we do have. I don't think any are extinct at the moment. So we are looking at Virgil at the top at 12.5. Very unrealistic to try and get him. If you've managed to pack him, then fair enough. That's your centre-back for the rest of the game, to be honest. Rio, big fan of. Love the slide tackle Anticipate together. Maldini, definitely up there. But I must admit, with this Anticipate, I'm finding more and more centre-backs that actually I do kind of prefer. We look at Company, Anticipate, Intercept, Block and Anticipate for Lucio, very much like Desailly. So it's an interesting one to see which ones you'd go for, because when you look at all these, 12 mil, 3 mil, 2 mil, 1 mil, well 1.7. You go a bit further down, you see the new Varane, 1.3 mil, Blanc, 800. Then we get to Vidic, behind Saliba's SBC. Then Arejo, again, very good level, Block and Aerial, not a bad combination. And if you keep going further down, and you go onto the next page, you will then find our man Desailly, who's not finished dropping yet. He is cheaper than the Fire Tomore. That is how cheap he is. I think the price-wise, he is probably now the next most efficient for the price, because other than kind of Sol Campbell's nice as well, but I do think Desailly and Vidic definitely top him there. But I don't think you're getting really many better than these two for that price. So for that, I think Desailly definitely has to win. Vidic is the better player overall. Desailly, for me, is the best for the price that you get. At 397 is absolutely crazy. And literally, we've only been 2.5 hours in. We've still got a few refreshes of the promo packs yet. He is going to be very, very cheap. And that is crazy that everybody's going to have this level and this standard of centre-back in their team. I'm already seeing Drogba, Prince, Van Persie. I'm seeing Cruyff everywhere. There's far too many people having every single one of these icon and heroes in their team because they're just easy to get. Now, I would say he's a 10 out of 10, but that's an understatement. Very quick, very good at his tackling. decent passing, nothing crazy, but decent enough, and just an overall absolute animal in the back line. Very much worth every price. I think 400 was more than enough for it to drop to. Now he's going even more. He's just making that payday even better. Peace.